Hey guys, it is Shoddy here. Today I'm bringing you a video. It's a response to Lawn Boys Post 1975. He asked, how did you feel when a console that you grew up with got cancelled? So today I'm going to be responding to his video, basically saying the type of consoles I grew up with and how I felt when they got cancelled. First up, I'm going to go with the Nintendo 64. I really didn't care too much. I already had a GameCube by then, so yeah, it was my brother's, I believe, for his birthday, so and I get to play it as well, because, yeah, it's family, technically. So, and I was still picking up games from the Nintendo 64 anyway. During 2004, I believe I picked up like 6 N64 games, including Super Smash Brothers, which I got for 20 bucks. Well, my mum bought it for me for 20 bucks, so I was in like 5 back then, so. But yeah, next up, the PS1. I believe EB Games were like selling out their PS1 games in I believe it was 2008 or 2007, one of those years. It was pretty late on. I think the PS1 games had already been cancelled by then, but yeah, basically they were blowing out the PS1 games. I managed to pick up Gran Turismo 2 because my copy had already been stuffed up, and 24 Hours of Le Mans for 10 bucks each. I kind of wish I bought more, but I really wasn't back into retro gaming then. I only got into it last year. So yeah, PS2, um, that's not even technically cancelled yet because they're still selling PS2 games and EB games and all that. I know they finished production and all that, but yeah, believe me, FIFA 13 came up on PS2. Like, I don't know if that's the final FIFA game coming out on the PS2 or the final game coming out on the PS2 already, or there might have been already another game released for the PS2 that was released this year, but I'm not very sure yet. The Xbox, the original Xbox, really, actually, I didn't have an Xbox 360 until 2008, so kind of felt a little disappointed, but still I was buying games for the original Xbox. Yeah, I managed to pick up one of my favourite Xbox games, Robot Wars Extreme Destruction. Doesn't really sound like a game that would be on anyone's favourites, but it was for me. I spent a lot of hours actually playing that. Mainly because I was a huge fan of the TV show. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this somewhere, but yeah. GameCube. This is going to be the final system I'm talking about. I'm very disappointed that GameCube got cancelled. If only because all the games here are expensive for it. So yeah. Not gonna lie, they are pretty expensive here, and like Nintendo 64 games you can still get pretty cheap, but especially GameCube games are pretty expensive now. Same with stuff like the SNES or the NES or even the Master System. I mean, Mega Drive is pretty cheap, but yeah, I didn't really grow up with those consoles, so I'm not going to talk about it here, but basically I felt sad when GameCube games, I didn't pick up a lot of GameCube games, but I loved the games that I did pick up. What the fuck? Sorry, I had water in my going down. Like, I'm not crying, but water in my eyes. You can tell I'm not. It always happens to me when I'm talking. Like, I always get like watery eyes or something. I don't know why. You see it? I think you can a bit, but anyway, let's go back to the topic. GameCube. I only had like 8 or 9 games of the GameCube, but I still loved it. Like, I played it a lot. I had Super Mario Sunshine, I had Mario Kart Double Dash, which I loved, Mario Baseball, which I loved, Mario Golf, Pokemon Coliseum, which I didn't really like, to be honest. In fact, I had Pokemon Box, which is apparently a really rare game in like American stuff, but it's not. I found out it's not very rare here. You can easily get it for about 20 bucks. So yeah, Pokemon Channel I loved, even though a lot of people hated it. I always loved it. In fact, I tried to get all the nice cards, which is basically the collecting thing you get last year, but that failed. But still, it was actually pretty fun. What else? WrestleMania 18. Played it quite a bit with my friends who's pretty big into wrestling. We was, I'm not sure about it now, we don't really talk anymore. We didn't fall out or anything, we just don't really talk. It was actually technically my brother's friend, to be honest, but yeah, what else? No, Pikmin I need recently picked up. Is there anything else? I'm forgetting one or two more. Super Mario Strikers is probably my biggest bargain I've ever got. I got it 44, maybe 35 bucks when it, like, this was when it first came out or something. But yeah, there was a shop error and they accidentally let it go for 35 bucks to me. I couldn't believe it, but yeah, might have talked about that actually. Um, that's all I can really remember. I'm sure there's one. Oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot War for Cortex, that was a pretty fun game. And James Bond, forget what it was, I don't think it was Nightfire, I think it was like Agent to Kill, I think it was. But yeah, that was a good game. I really loved there's this level where you go for like electric, they're like, you know bump cars, how they're electrically wired onto the top. It's kind of, it's not bump cars, but it's like one of those transported vehicles from that hang down from a wire. It's a pretty fun level. Like, I don't know why I always loved that. But anyway guys, I'm gonna stop the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a bit of a nostalgia. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed your day. I'm gonna be trying to do more gameplay videos soon. Hopefully around next week, because I really want to enjoy these last 3 days of holidays, just chilling. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop the video here and just saying goodbye, and I will leave a link down to Lion Boy Person 975 channel down in the description. Go check him out. Bye guys.